Hello everyone and very welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a new project which is called as DepthCrafter. Not only we are going to learn what exactly this project is doing, but also we are going to install it locally and then we will play around with it. I think this is one of those projects which is better shown than explained. So let me show you a few of the examples from their model card and then you would realize what is happening here. So if you look at this animated image collection, you would see that in the first row we have the original images and then we have the depths in certain ways in 3D, and then you can see this depth estimation. So before that, what exactly is meant by depth in context of videos? In videos, depth refers to the distance of objects from the camera, creating a 3D representation. Think of it like depth maps assigns a distance value which could be near or far to each pixel, allowing the AI to understand the video's spatial layout like foreground, background, or object distances. So that is what this depth is. Now, another thing you would need to understand is how exactly these depth crafter like models work. So depth crafter is a method that helps estimate depth in videos. And now you know what depth is. It is quite challenging area because videos vary greatly in content, motion and length. DepthCrafter solves this by training an AI model using a special strategy and paired video depth datasets. This enables accurate depth sequences without needing extra information like camera poses. The method processes long videos in segments and seamlessly combines them, making it quite useful for applications like autonomous vehicles, robotics, and virtual reality. And there are a lot of other things which happen in this, but I'm not going to go into detail as of now. Let's try to get this depth crafter installed and then we will play around with it. Now, before I do that, let me give a huge shout out to Master Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. For this model, you would at least need 48 GB of VRAM to get any sort of decent performance out of it. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of Mass Compute for 50% discount on a range of GPUs, so do check them out. Also, I'm getting this question a lot around uh, how to afford these GPUs. Look, I don't have that GPU. I don't think so. That's a good idea that you buy a machine, install it in your garage, and just start using it. It might be obsolete in few months, and you might need more VRAM. Just like we are doing with cloud, just rent it. Just do it on demand, like I am doing. And as I mentioned, if you're looking for a discounted GPU, check Mass Compute or any other provider of your choice. But I really like Mass Compute due to their reliability, their cost, and you can see that I have been making videos on their GPUs and VMs for months now, and it's been quite reliable. So for this one, I'm using Ubuntu 22.04, and this is a GPU card I'm using, NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM. But as I said, you can even run it on 48 GB of VRAM. Their model card says that you can even run it on 24 gig. I have tried it out, doesn't work. So I would highly suggest at least have 48 GB of VRAM. Okay. Now let me clear the screen. Let's first create a virtual environment and then we will start installing this stuff there. So the virtual environment is activated. Let's git clone the repo of DepthCrafter, and I will also drop the link to it in video's description. And you can see that now we have entered into that DepthCrafter. Let me install all the requirements from the root of this repo. Okay, so it says, so this is interesting. Now you might also get this if you have a new install, where if I just open this, maybe I'll open it in the VS Code to show you properly the requirements.txt, I mean. So you can see that it is just mentioning some versioning with torch and diffuser. So instead of that, what I normally do, I just simply remove these versions because um, Normally I just go with the updated ones. I have just removed all of these and save it. Let's go back here and then get this thing installed, and let's wait for it to get ready. Okay, so all the prerequisites are done. Let me clear the screen now. Now, in order to run the Gradio demo, you can either run this command, or even you can go with the command line one. So for example, if you just want to do the depth estimation of a video from your local system, you can simply run this run.py. It's the same thing. And the first time you are going to run it, it is going to download the model from Hugging Face. And the size is just over 3 gig. So let's wait for it to get finished downloading. And this is only for the first time. And the model is loaded and now it is working on the video. So let's wait for it to finish. And it is showing us the ETA of around 2 minutes. So let's wait for it to finish. And this is almost done. So it has finished with a video. Now if you go to the local directory where we have cloned this DepthCrafter, you will see that there will be a directory called as demo_output. In that one, this is the input video, the original one. Let me play it. There is some birthday happening here. So let's wait. It's just a 10-second video. Now let's check its depth estimation, which is primarily the monocular depth estimation. A monocular depth estimation means guessing depth from a single image or video. Okay, so let me now play the visual one, the depth. There you go. So it is just doing the diffusion model where it is refining the details by simulating probability distributions. So this is how easy and a very good quality output from this DepthCrafter. Really impressed by it. Another cool thing about this project is that they also give you a Gradio demo. But in order to use it, first you need to do pip install Gradio and transformers if you already haven't done so. And once that's done, simply run this command python3 app.py. It is going to start the Gradio at your local port. There you go. So you see the Gradio is running at port 7860. Also, if you go to this app.py in VS Code, I have changed the port to 7860. I think by default it runs on 80, which is normally not available. So let me open this in my local system. There you go. So we have it running. You can either upload your own video, or you could simply select the sample which they have given, click on generate, and it is going to do the same thing for the pre-processed video and generated depth video like we saw in the from the CLI. So if you open the terminal, you will see same thing is happening behind the scene. It is just going through the same loop and steps. So let's wait for it to finish. And while that process is running, this is the snapshot of my GPU card through NVIDIA-SMI. I don't really trust this as much because there are a lot of factors involved, but on the request of so many people, not so many, like a couple of people, that I needed to show you this. So here you go. But I would not really take it on solely around GPU usage. Anyway, so it is still running, I believe. You see, it is still running, almost there. So let's wait for it to come back, and then we will see how to run this. So it is still running and loading, and I believe it is going to take some time. So, but I'm not going to wait for it, as we already have seen the same example from our CLI. So all in all, I would say that very impressive. And as I mentioned, they also have a paper alongside with it. They also have a GitHub repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please do me a favor and share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.